Ball of Flames. Is that song by a group called the Crickets? Because I was over here thinking it was by a group called the Turtles. And if it's by a group called the Crickets, I don't know where I even got that from. Also, hey, hi, hello, all you beautiful people. How are we doing tonight? Hope you guys are all well. Hope you guys are all doing okay. I gotta do a little bit of Google debunking real quick. Hang on. Okay, so who is happy together by? It is the Turtles, but it was covered by a band called the Crickets, and it's a very accurate cover. I take an accurate cover. I can get behind that. Let me get the face cam going. Chat. It has been a long day. It has been a very long day. I forgot it was Saturday, so I don't have a plan for this side quest Saturday. So I'm just going to keep yapping until something comes to mind. I heard it on the radio once, and it sounded pretty good, although I recognize the song from the Smash Brothers commercial. What are you talking about? That song was not in the Smash Brothers commercial. What do you mean? Nuh-uh. We have to use the brain juices. That'd be hormones, not pheromones. Hormones or hormones? How many syllables are there in hormones? I'm saying hormones, but that could just be because I say pheromones. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But hi. So... Thing either 3 or 2. Hi, baby. Oh, God. What are you doing? Stop. What are you doing? You've broken everything. There we go. It's fine. You know what? I'm just going to full screen my camera on this so that I can see myself. Oh, no. I look disgusting. Oh, this is awful. Hi, Pat. Can I tell you guys about my day for a second? Because it has been a day. It hasn't been a bad day by any means, but I have stuff, and I have news, and I have theories. So can I just yap for a bit? Would that be okay? I don't want to be, like, boring. I can just be like a podcast that you have on in the background. Oh, wait, I don't look gross. That's schmutz on my monitor. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, good. I don't look like a homeless person. Tell us everything. All right, here's the tea, sis. So, okay. To begin the day, I woke up. That doesn't sound like much, but the thing about it, right, is that right now, this little lady, our favorite little lady, the little lady of the channel, who is just letting me hold her like this, and it's very heartwarming, and it's very sweet. This little lady, hi baby, is kind of going through it at the moment. But she's fine. She's just in heat, and so any instance when it's nighttime and I'm not awake and actively at my computer, she yowls as if she is in physical pain. And then when I come out to check on her, because I grew up reading The Boy Who Cried Wolf, right? So every time she yowls, like yowls, I come out and I check on her. Because I don't want the one time I don't to be the one time where she's actually in pain, you know? Because I'm anxious like that. Because I'm very anxious. This is very nice. This is very sweet and cuddly. This is very nice. But to start the day, I woke up and I was exhausted because I got a decent amount of sleep, but I kept waking up in the middle, so it wasn't like real REM sleep. That's my theory anyways. You want down? Okay. I woke up, got to my computer, tried to work on editing a little bit, did not go as well as I wanted to be entirely frank with you guys. I got a little bit of editing done, and then I was like, I am exhausted. I need to not be doing this. So what did I do instead? Did I go to bed? Very briefly, yes. And then I was like, no, I have stuff to do. One of the things I did today was I went out shopping. And here is where the news and the good news, the bad news, and the breath of relief comes in. You guys remember last night I was talking about how my Twitch payout didn't give me as much money as I thought it would. It still hasn't. That hasn't changed. However, going back and looking back on it, I was kind of sitting there feeling disappointed about it. And somewhere in the back of my brain, I realized that this sense of disappointment was familiar. I think this happened during my first payout in general. I think what happened, like my first payout from Twitch ever. Hi Donnelly, welcome in. I'm yapping about my day currently because I don't have a side quest Saturday, so I'm stalling for time. Hi Vi. I lost my train of thought. Where am I? Who am I? Who are you? What is this? Twitch. Who is Twitch? That's where I was. Payout. That hasn't changed, but I think that it's going to. I think that I'm gonna get the brunt of the money that all of you guys have given to me next month. Hopefully, maybe, potentially. Ball of Flame Zero is so real for that. I literally have 2 pizza boxes that I got today. That should last me a little bit ways into the weekend if I ration it right. I'm a walking Domino's advertisement. Just a walking pizza advertisement. Domino's doesn't really have the purple thing going on. Then again, neither does Little Caesars, but you know, that's my place of choice. But I did realize something. I have a tendency when I am budgeting, and that was a motor vehicle, and the tendency is to assume that whatever I am getting, your place of choice is Little Caesars. Donnelly, it is, I can walk to it. I don't have to use gas money to go get my pizza. I can walk there. Changed my mind. I can't tell if that was just to spite Donnelly or because I mentioned Little Caesars. But listen, it's also crazy cheap. It's very cheap. Who are you? I don't know, man. Who are any of us in this plane of life? One thing I will say, I'm jumping around the story all over the place. Cheap is fair. Yeah, no, I don't go there for the quality. It's not my choice because of the quality. If I was going for the quality, I would choose Mr. Jim's. Because, God, that pizza is amazing. But because it's cheap, and it's filling, and it's food, it is $7, or sorry, it is like $15 for a couple days of food if I'm really pigging out, and then if I ration it correctly, maybe like a solid week of food for $7. It's cheap because it's bad. I never said it was like the best pizza, but it's pizza, and it tastes okay. It is better than nothing. So I'll take it, you know? I'm getting ahead of myself. I went to the store today. And I realized that I respect the Little Caesars hustle. Okay, see? I'm not going there for quality. I'm going there because it's okay and cheap. It's hot and it's ready. God, although, I'm not gonna lie, it is good enough that I would accept like a Little Caesars sponsorship. You know what I mean? We're getting off topic. There's no topic. I would accept a sponsorship from Little Caesars. I would accept a sponsorship from Mr. Jim's. Well, you know what, Donnelly? You can take me hot to go. I gotta listen more Chapel Road. Anybody but Mr. Beast I will accept a sponsorship from. I never wanted to accept a sponsorship from Mr. Beast in the first place. I'm gonna put that out there right now. Hi, one sec. Hi, Pat. Take your time. But I went shopping today, and I realized why this is a good mistake to make. For those of you who are just coming in now, an earlier statement that I said before I got wildly off topic is whenever I am doing budgeting for things, Donnelly, why do you have my sense of humor? Why do all of my chatters have... It's because they laugh at my jokes. My chatters have my sense of humor because it's their sense of humor too. I don't know why that's just now clicking in my brain. I told you, my brain is not functioning today. I went shopping and I realized the good of the error in my ways, because my ways is to always budget like I'm getting budget on the higher side. If I'm getting a mixer and I don't know how much a mixer is, I'm just gonna assume, okay, I saw one in the store the other day for like $100, we'll just put that there. I wouldn't have said it if you weren't funny. That's fair. I appreciate that. Stuff like that, right? If I'm budgeting for something, I need to be better about this. I don't look really, really in depth at all the prices of everything. I go, okay, here's the location I'm shopping at. Here's one of the higher tier items of the item that I'm looking for. Here's how much it costs. I'm going to budget for that. And the reason I do that is because when I get there, I can look at the shelves. And when I'm looking at the shelves, I find the cheaper options. And when I find the cheaper options, I save money by getting the cheaper option that's just as good. I can compare the two box for box. I can look at stuff online because I still have my phone in my pocket. It's great. Suffice to say, I today went shopping. I have not a stand mixer, but a hand mixer, which is better than my own hand and a whisk. Speaking of which, I now have not one, not two, but 3 whisks. Hi, Dia. I have been sitting here zoned out for a hot minute. Hi. Hello. Hello, my dear. Hello, my darling. How are you? I have a hand mixer. I have 3 whisks. I have a blender, which I'm probably going to use as a food processor if I can't chop up the food properly. Did someone say... Did someone say fingers? Oh, and then, just because I am insane, and I was like, oh my god, I have so much more money than I thought I would. I made a purchase. And Pat, this is not a challenge, okay? I want to make this very clear. When I open this box and you see what is inside of this box, it is not a challenge, okay? Is this the right box? Yes. I made a purchase. I made a purchase. I got a few bills coming up. Perfect. This is meant to last through the charity stream. Unfortunately, not tonight. No, that is fine. This is supposed to last until, at the very least, the end of the charity stream. I think Pat took some cough medicine. Excellent. Gorgeous. Sorry, I did not mean to startle you with that. I apologize. We've got 2 packs left from the original group, and then I went out and I bought a box of Shrouded Fable, Stellar Crown, and what's this one? And Temporal Forces. They didn't have Twilight Masquerade, so I didn't get Twilight Masquerade. Charity streams are going to be December 1st through December 7th. So if you can't make it to one, there will hopefully be one day of the week where you'll be able to make it. I haven't figured out what I'm doing for those yet. I haven't figured out what the content is going to be. But I know the donation system that I want to do. And I have envelopes and I ordered stamps. So I'll be able to mail stuff. Can you guys see that? Not really. Loneliness. I don't know what she's doing. She's being goofy. Suffice to say, I am well enough stocked that I no longer need to go out shopping. There's still a few things I need to order online, like a proper cat carrier for this little miss. I have a cat carrier backpack, but it looks like it would get really, really hot when it's in my car for long periods of time. And I am taking her from Texas to Minnesota. So I need that to not be a thing that happens. So there's a few things left to order, and then I gotta finish mastering the song I'm releasing in February. What are you doing? You are being insane. You are your mother's daughter. I'm really warm at the moment. Thank you, Streamlabs, for going crazy. Hi. Hi, baby. Can you see her? Yeah, you can see her. Hi, what's up? Your tail is going crazy. Hi. Hi, I love you. Hi. Number kids, number one, driving. We do not support it. That being said, practice safe driving, everyone. I agree. Don't be like almost the entirety of Texas. Be good drivers. Treat the roads and each other with respect. Oh, shoot. Hi. Hi. So chat. Whoa. What did you do? She did something to my headphones. My headphones have like a touchscreen on them. So whenever I need to, I can do this. And now I can hear my surroundings in a really weird way. Which does not gel well with my brain at all. It does not feel like something that is a thing. It feels like because like I would have to go like this and then go, okay, yeah, now I can hear you. What are you saying? Why don't I just take it off? Because I might not want to. I'm glad I do not have cats in my opinion. I grow more and more jealous of people that have cats each day. I saw a cat just hanging around my campus today. They were adorable. Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, hey, that's how I met Shadow. She was just kind of hanging around and then came into my home and then didn't leave. Not that I'm complaining, don't you worry. Okay, well, I am petting you now. Hi. They hissed at me when I made eye contact, but hey, at least they acknowledged your existence. I don't like eye contact either. Last cat I called it's the literal devil reincarnated as a cat. I mean, some cats are just angry, but then again, so are some people. It's a matter of matching the right cat to the right person. What am I doing for today's stream, chat? I could do a thumbnail stream. Because I kind of know... I've been really lacking on uploading videos to the YouTube channel. I'm so sorry. College has been kind of taken over my life a little bit. So I haven't been able to edit as much as I've been wanting to. But I do want to get the rest of Little Nightmares published before the end of October. I want the last Little Nightmares episode to come out on October 30, or to come out on Halloween, excuse me. Gah. Be down for editing / thumbnails. Yeah? Could do a shareholder stream. Because I know kind of what I want my, Are you? Okay, yeah, you're leaving. I know kind of what I want the vibe of the thumbnail to be, because it's the one part... Y'all remember the Little Nightmares DLC? And it was the part where all the gnomes were shoveling coal and Roger was there. And I gotta say my testosterone has been testosteroning on my vocal cords. Yeah? So you might be able to participate in the call more than your incredibly timed sound effects. God, I look atrocious. I look awful. Points reward idea. Make a reward called first. If nobody has posted in the stream chat, then you can get a special little reward if you donate 100 points. Ball of Flames, I will do that whenever I get a PC. I have ideas for the use of a bot called StreamerBot. And by I have ideas, I mean that I am stealing ideas from a variety of people, including Willow Withers, Plague Doc Panda, Diet Imp, Akitsune is near, Cozy Gamer Emberly. I think that's everybody I'm stealing ideas from. But yeah, that's the plan. I just gotta get this goal first. Which reminds me, since I didn't spend nearly as much at the store as I thought I was going to, I'm going to be able to put even more money into this PC goal. So it's not going to be as little as I thought it was, which is a delightful turnaround. It's funny, though, because I know my voice has changed, but I still don't like listening to my own voice. You never will, Donnelly. Listening to your own voice literally messes with your brain, like on a psychological level, no matter if you are trans or cis or gay or straight or anything like that. There's psychology behind it. Anyway, I'm just saving money for costumes for my series. I look forward to seeing that Ball of Flames. That's going to be really funny. Yeah, you didn't know Ball of Flames is a filmmaker? I did not know. Oh. Yeah. What happens when you don't pay your mortgage in Brooklyn. Oh! You guys, he used to go by a different name. He used to be Nosy. He came in at first when we were playing FNAF 3 because he was studying for, to make the, FNAF 3 short film. Yeah. You guys know Ball of Flames. You guys remember this guy. I didn't know you changed your username. To be fair, that's still happening, by the way. Heck yeah. To be fair, Vi, I didn't either, and then I think, Ball of Flames, you made you, like, made whole new accounts for this stuff, right? Hi, Rack. Rack, wait, Rack, you're so, spending money on your new addiction, you say. I figured you might have a laugh at that. Username change creates a new person. Great minds think alike. Exactly. We're on the same wavelength, baby. But yeah, no, I totally get that. Especially because it's like a completely different account as well. So Ball of Flames, you joined the Discord server and then followed my Twitch immediately. And I didn't know that it was you. And so it was like, is this guy chill? I can't tell if this guy is chill. And then at some point, you said something about, like, having a Luigi plushie or something. You said something about some kind of plushie, and I was like, why does that sound so familiar? I swear to God I've heard that before. I was like, oh, it's Nosy! I love that guy. Have a good lurk, Rack. That is so fair. You are so valid. Yes, that's it. Much love, Rack. Come back whenever you wish. Am I feeling like a thumbnail tonight? That's the other thing. I'm so tired. I also just wanted to start over because of some stuff happened. I'll leave it at that. That is so fair. I will not pry. You do not have to talk about it. Ooh. I'm really tired. Hi, baby. Hi. I do got the EPs. And the problem with that is that this one won't let me sleep. She doesn't know that I need to. Literally. Shimmer, I am so jealous. I want a cat on me. You gotta find a really friendly one. Otherwise, you don't want that cat on you. You gotta acquire a cat. No. The cat's gotta acquire you. That's part of it. You gotta wait for the cat distribution system to get to you. Hi. Ugh. And I know that I am actually tired and not hungry because I have a very full belly at the moment. Oh, Donnelly, you will get scratched no matter what. I've gotten scratched because of her a variety of times already. Okay, you are lying down now. Belly rubs. You want a belly rubs? Yeah, you're definitely in heat. That is the only time you will tolerate belly rubs from me. We should make this a just chatting stream and call it Sir Yaps a lot. I frequently scratch myself doing ceramics, so I'm used to it. I'm so accident prone. That is so fair. Actually, yeah, could I yap for a little bit regarding like the year, just in general? Because I have to make, I want to make a, you guys remember last year around this time? No, it was around November, I think. I released a video that was just called, I'm back, here's the plan. Do you guys want to go watch that really quick? Do you guys want to go watch that and then we can talk about it? Because I want to make, so the whole inspiration that I got from that was Lixian, Markiplier's editor. Because hi, you are so cuddly. He does like a year in review thing every year, and I've been watching them a lot. Ooh, pizza arrived. Go get that pizza. Go get it. And I want to do that. I want to like talk through and like do progress reports year by year. I'm down for anything. You always have my viewership. Donnelly, I appreciate you so much. What are you doing? Little lady. Mischievous princess. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you guys know what I'm referencing here? Okay, I will make my own official video later, but for tonight, let me get the YouTube thing booted up, and then we're gonna go watch my own video, and we're gonna react to it, and we're gonna see what I've done and what I haven't, and what I'm doing, etc., blah, blah, blah. Let's just do that. Screw it. Let's just have a nice chatting about our year's stream, because you guys are more than welcome to chat about you guys' year as well. That is completely okay with me. That is completely fine. Let me get a new tab going for it. I love you so much. You are going to fall off of me. I am going to hold you like a baby now. Get cradled. Oh, you're gonna scratch up my face. Ooh. You're gonna do it. You're gonna bat me. I'm gonna get bapped. I'm getting bapped. Oh, you're gonna have your claws out. Oh, you're bapping me. Ah, how dare you. I'm getting bapped. Ow. Ow, ow. Remember, kid, if you buy my CD, I signed it for you, and I see it on eBay for more money, I'm going to be under you. Nah, if I get to the point where I am so popular that a signed CD from me will cover your rent, cover that rent, man. Get another CD for real cheap and I'll sign it for you again. That is not a legally binding statement. Because I can't sign everything all the time. Tail be going crazy. Tail has been going crazy. Hi. I love you. Okay, girl, what do you want? You are wriggling like you want out, but you're not wriggling out. So, like, what are you doing? Ugh, ugh. Are you trying to get out? Oh, you want squeakies. You want belly rubs, huh? She's too cute. Maybe hormones are doing something to me, but I would slaughter anyone for her. No, that's not the only... Technically, I guess, yes, that's hormones, but that's just because that's hormones that anybody has about her. Several people I have texted about her would die for her, and I am one of those people. Ow. Remember, kids. Yes, I would destroy nations for her. I would as well. If anything happened to this cat, I would destroy everyone in this room and then myself. Become a Minecraft streamer and sign my foam diamond sword, please. I do want to get into playing Minecraft at some point. I want to do... Willow had the idea for doing a subscriber-funded Minecraft server. I will watch the world burn for that cat. Alright, Gomez. I'm totally going to steal that idea of like a subscriber funded Minecraft server just to see what kind of chaos would happen. I'd have to buy Minecraft again. You know? Is that really a bad thing though? What are you doing, girl? She usually doesn't let me cradle her this long. Usually she's like out of here. Once I'm financially independent, yes. Oh, are you out of here now? Do you want to leave? Here, let me set you down gently. Okay, release my shirt. Release my shirt. Release my shirt. There you go. Okay. Set you down gently. No. What are these mixed signals, little miss? Little miss, I love you so much. What are you doing? I love you. I love you so much. Your claws get stuck in my shirt really easily. Why? What is it with this shirt in particular? Oh. Alright, what? I got you. It's okay. Grabbing onto my arm like that. It's fine. You're okay. Hi, baby. I love you. The beans choose that shirt, I guess. You're still purring. She's still okay with this. Oh, there it is. Ooh. What do you want? Oh, ow. That's my face. Hi. Are you trying to get down? What are you trying to do?
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Hi, Anna. I will do the self-care trio when my hands are not full of cat. I have a question, Sky. Nothing important. I'm just wondering, for Homeless Mario Brothers, should I edit myself or should I have a friend edit it? Dealer's choice. I wouldn't know. I don't know what that project entails. What are you trying to do? What are you doing? Little mess. Okay, you're looking over there a lot, so I'm assuming that you're trying to get down. So I'm going to very gently put you down. Release my shirt. Release the shirt. Release the shirt. You can do it. It's okay. I got you. There you go. You're all good. Okay. I love asking Sky, what should I do? Love it when I can just get an answer to questions asked. Listen. Listen. Also, the reason I asked your favorite Mario game is been trying to take things from Mario games. My friends like. That is fair. Self-care trio. Thank you for self-care trio. Someday I'll start going to the gym. Or just get a home gym. That's going to be crazy expensive though. But then again, so are most gym memberships. And some gym culture is great and super not toxic, and that's the side of Instagram that I'm on. Others, not so much. Choose your own adventure, but Sky decides all of your choices. Listen, okay. Donnelly, the reason that I didn't give a very clear answer is because I have no idea what that project entails, and I have no idea what the skill sets are of the two people. It's like, hey, Donnelly, should I get you ice cream flavor number 1 or ice cream flavor number 2? Keep in mind, the place that I'm going to, a couple of their flavors are like literal poison to you. One of them is your favorite thing in the entire world, and I'm giving you no other information besides 1 or 2. Ooh. Usually I just say, I don't know. Which is exactly what I just said! Planning on going to the gym at some point too. Nice. Copycat. Nuh-uh. So excited, by the way. I'm hosting a pool party tonight, but all my friends are fishing. Oh, oh, I see. I was like, why are they fishing in the pool? They're not. They're fishing, and then they're coming back to the house for the pool party. That sounds like so much fun. Kind of hope they bring some back so we can cook them. That'd be great. I'm fine with the non-upfront answer. Good. I'm glad. No, usually you tell me, and if this, then this. Not, if not, then this. Usually you just tell me, and if this, then this. If not, then this. Usually you just tell me, and if this, then this. If not, if this, then this. Don't give the dialectic person a tongue twist. Who said it was dyslexic? Okay, when I'm streaming, maybe. If this, then this. If not, then this instead. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get what you're saying. Ooh, the caffeine is starting to hit my brain a little bit. If A, then B. If C, then D. Okay, why didn't you go with letters? Why didn't you go with letters first? Letters are so much clearer. You know, one SpongeBob scene where he's telling Mr. Krabs that he doesn't want him to do this or this, he just wants to do this. You know, when Mr. Krabs is trying to... That is a paragraph, Ball of Flames, and it means nothing to me because I've never watched an episode of SpongeBob in my entire life. We love making it hard to read. I went how I speak. Yes, but you need the hand movements to go with how you speak. You need to go if this, then this, not if this, then this. Because all I see is if this, then this, not if this, then this. Okay? Okay. You had a very sad childhood. Well, yeah, my mom died. Sorry. And I high-five you from across the country. Sorry. I type how you speak. I type how speak. I understand your struggle, but will not accommodate. All I need you to do is understand my struggle. As long as you understand my struggle, that's what's important. Also, I'm getting the YouTube video pulled up. Hang on. For those of you who are just joining in, first off, welcome to the stream. Today's stream is a little bit more chaotic because to answer your question from earlier, Waterside, I completely forgot that today was a side quest Saturday. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I had no plans. I did have a plan. The one plan that I had was to attend Willow's birthday stream, but that got canceled. So, oh, I love that emote. That got canceled. So, or not canceled. It got repositioned. It got not rescheduled, because we didn't schedule a date for it. It got remodified. It got modified. It got mortified. It got postulated. It got postponed. It got postponed. Thank you, Jesus Christ. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. We could make this a Q&A. You question our answers. Maybe. Let's watch the video and then see if I'm up for a thumbnail stream. If I'm up for a thumbnail stream, then we'll do a thumbnail stream. But first, I gotta get the video pulled up. Hang on. Playlists, because it'll be in the yearly updates playlist. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. How do you reschedule a birthday? You don't reschedule a birthday. You reschedule its celebration. Because it wasn't on the. It was never on the actual date of birth to begin with, at least not to my knowledge. Hi, baby. Literally starving. Somehow I forgot to eat all day, so I'm gonna get myself a sandwich. Yes, please go eat. How? Whoa, wait a minute. There's a tables turn moment. How am I the one with a full belly and you're the one who forgot to eat? Hi, baby. Sugar, 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 sugar. Shimmy, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yay, shimmy, drink. So wait, they don't love you, I gotta love you. Why did you put up with me? I love you so much. No, I'm saying usually I'm the one who forgets to eat. Can I reschedule my birthday for 10 years from now? You can reschedule the celebration. Quick answer, she doesn't. I disagree. She's been doing this all day, so she puts up with me to some point. Okay, alright. Chat, I'm gonna turn off the background music. Oh, wait, hang on. First things first, I'm gonna do this. There we go. Transition! Wow! Why is this not in theater mode? Theater mode. The only way to watch a video. Is that still... Nope, stop that, force quit that, go away. Sending you photos real quick. Okay. I'm so curious as to what you guys hear whenever she's close to the microphone. I'm very curious. Yeah, that looks alright. Can you guys hear it is the next question. So where have I been, huh? Shut up. Can you guys hear that? I can't tell if you can hear that. I can't scroll. You should be able to hear that. Is it too loud? We can hear it. How's the volume? Sounds good to me. Okay. All right. Let's get this year in review, shall we? Salutations, Wanderers.
Oh my God,
welcome
you're so
back
loud.
to
Jesus
the labyrinth.
Christ.
God, say again. Holy crap. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Sky. Welcome to the Labyrinth. It must be your first time here. And I have been gone for the past... What? Heh. I'm gonna say year. I'm gonna say it's been... I'm gonna make the safe bet and say that it's been a year since I did anything publicly Labyrinth related. I remember why it was a year. I remember exactly why it was a year. It was original. I posted original, and then that was the last thing that anybody heard of me content wise. Go follow my dad on Instagram. Year in, not urine, Anna. Jeez. I know we were raised in a medical family, but come on, man. I was posting a little bit here and there, blah, 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 blah. It's been a while. It's been a minute, and I'm sorry. Life has gotten chaotic. Not complicated necessarily, just really, really chaotic. Oh, it got even more chaotic. It got very chaotic and complicated. I'm a college student now. I go to a college in Dallas, which is weird because I'm from Minnesota. So it's a very new experience, and I will talk about it later at like different times. Clearly my English has gotten so much better. In the interim, I haven't never improved, buddy. Idle. I just haven't been loud about it, you know? So let's go over some things. I thought you were going to say life got lifey. Anna, I'm going to put that in the video that I'm going to make this year. We can get to the things in the future, and then we will go from there. So what have I done already? Well, some of you guys were around when I released my first EP called Shards. I released my first single called 30 Minutes. That's very old news at this point. More recently, I actually published my very own book. It is the first of probably many because I really, really enjoyed writing it. It's called Nameless, and the link for it is going to be in the description, or it's also in the link tree that I have on basically all of my socials. So yeah, feel free to go check that out. Go check out the... Wait, hang on. Here's the link. If you are curious about the book, it is like science fiction and Percy Jackson and playing with narrative perspective. So go check it out if any of those intrigue you. Go give that a look. In other news, as I said before, I am going to college in a new state. I have gotten an apartment. I have a real pretty decent setup. It hasn't been acoustically treated. I'm not sure how the audio is going to sound for this, but it still hasn't been acoustically treated. It sounds fine. You're just not using the proper equipment just yet. But we'll make... Love that you said EP instead of episode. Yes, it's an EP. It's an extended play. That's what the Shards EP was. It wasn't a podcast. It was an EP. That's what it's called. An album, but like it's only a few songs, is an EP. An album that's a lot more songs than an album is an LP for a long play. And then in between that, where you would find your albums, are albums. Oh. Yep. I thought EP means episode. EP means episode when you're talking about like Netflix and films and podcasts and stuff like that. But aside from that, in the music world, EP is extended play. Because it's like a song, but there's more. At least that's my basic understanding of it. If I'm wrong, somebody shout at me. Mini albums and full album. No. Yes. Kind of. There's mini albums, there's albums, and then there's big boys. And those are EPs, albums, and LPs. That's it. Small, medium, large, with most people fitting into medium. Large is usually reserved for like big concertos or people who want to make an LP. EPs are usually stuff like demos and first EPs, etc., etc. A song, but there's more. Yes, pretty much yes. For now, and then just roll with it for whatever else is to come. I've streamed a couple of times, but both of the VODs for those are very much... Hi, VOD watchers! Hello, VOD watchers! There have been... Hang on, wait, I gotta check something real quick. Hold on a minute. Let me check something real quick. I gotta check something real quick. Hang on, let me check something real quick. Yeah, listen. Listen. I like speaking in big words because they make me sound photosynthesis. That's not my joke. I don't know whose joke that is, but it's not my joke. I'm sorry. Since the video that we are watching right now where I said, oh, I've only streamed a couple of times, there have been... Okay, so whatever it is, -1. 141 VODs. 142 because I didn't upload today's VOD. So, you know, that whole, oh, I might stream a little bit more thing. Yeah, I did that. Gone because the stream quality was kind of terrible. I'm planning on fixing that in the future. And a side project of mine has been the creation of a program known as the Daedalus Initiative, which is also kind of fallen silent. I'll get into that in a little bit. Which, conveniently enough, leads us into the next part. I will also get to that in a little bit. Part of this video. What am I planning on doing for anything Labyrinth related? Because it's been a little while. I'm still new to everything. I've still got stuff, and by stuff I mean homework. Yeah. Oh, I remember this video. Yeah, you remember this video. What am I possibly planning on doing? Well, let's see. There are two groups of goals here. There are some shorter term goals and there are some longer term goals. And by longer term, I mean by the end of 2024, which is not... Is this meta? Kind of. I'm going through... I needed to go through this video again anyways because I'm going to... I didn't really, like, properly write a script for this video. I'm going to go and I'm going to make a, like, scripted video about, what has happened during this year. And so I need to go back and look at what my goals were for this year, which ones I did do, which ones I didn't. There's one I can think of that I did, and that's the album. But yeah, no, it's just a year recap. And by stuff, I mean painful, mind-killing, painstaking drudgery that we call homework. Yep. Ding. We're far away. I find that mouth. Oh my god, this was edited on iMovie. Wait. Not super far away. That's my iMovie font. iMovie spotted. Inferior editing software. It's actually perfectly fine if it's like all that you have access to, but I have access to Final Cut Pro, and I love it. I have been editing all of my videos with Final Cut Pro, I think since shortly after this video. iMovie, great for like a starter thing, right? It is an excellent start. However, holy crap, do I love using Final Cut. It's the problem with it is that Final Cut isn't free, so I can't do anything like that. Oh shoot, did I? I'm sorry, Pat. God, why do I keep missing your stream? When do you go live usually, Pat? Because I promise I'm not trying to miss your streams. I know that game. Yeah, the spooky game, which is a game that I'm probably going to play whenever I get a PC because it's on my list. But yeah, hey. Oh, hey, I haven't liked my own video. Whoops. Hey, chat. Go to this video. Watch the video. Like the video. 31 viewers at once. Nice. I actually like it despite the spooks. That is so fair. They are trying to miss your streams. Pat, that's not true. You know that's not true. They lie like the government. All right, Anna, just coming in swinging. They have Halloween content. Really? Well, then I know what I'm doing for next year's Spookathon, aside from Darkwood, of course. But yeah, hey, you VOD user, VOD watcher who makes videos using iMovie, you're doing a great job. However, while you have an excellent start, keep your eyes open. Don't funnel yourself into only using iMovie. Streamer, you have to have a costume for a Halloween stream. No, not Siri. Thank you. Okay. I will be wearing a costume for my Halloween stream. It won't be a costume. It'll be the same costume that I'm going to be wearing to school. And it's a demon in a human disguise. That's going to be my costume. Some of you guys have already seen this costume, but you will see. You will see. I pinky promise you will see. False right now. What are you saying, Pat? I always come in swinging. I've never been in a physical altercation. You copycat. What? I'm going as a devil in disguise. What? Okay, Anna, we need to get in touch, and we need... There are cadavers that are clowns, and another's a vampire. That's so sick. Anna, we need to compare costumes at some point. I'm going to have the super epic, cool bravery of wearing my costume to class. I'm going to wear it to class, and I'm going to get extra credit for it. It's going to be great. How do our sibling powers stretch this far? I have no idea, but it's kind of sick. Oh, I need a briefcase. It's fine. I have my computer bag that looks kind of like a briefcase. I'll roll with that. Now I got that song in my head. Which song do you got in your head? Weirdly enough, I've got, I think it's called Funeral March of a Marionette stuck in my head. The boom ba 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 bum ba bum ba bum ba 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 bum ba bum ba 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 ba. I'm not singing that in any way right, but like that's the main idea. What? Shut! You did not have that song stuck in your head as well. I got Devil in Disguise from Elvis. Oh! Oh yeah, that's an Elvis song. I don't know if it's an Elvis song originally, but I know that Elvis... Or is it Elvis or is it Johnny Cash? Yeah, same. Oh, okay, so it's definitely Elvis. Alright, my bad. Anyways, sorry. Hey, iMovie user. Keep up the good work, but also keep your mind open. That was the main point of all of that. Here we go, moving on. I find that mildly terrifying. Some shorter-term goals look like... What did I find mildly terrifying? There are some longer-term goals, and by longer-term, I mean by the end of 2024, which is... Okay, got it. Not super far away. I find that mildly terrifying. Dude, the passage of time is absolutely terrifying. Latency is killing me. You're fine. Some shorter-term goals look like this. I want to start streaming again. I have a really good setup. I've got really good Wi-Fi, so I should be able to, like, get stuff sorted out. I also figured out, I think, what was going on with my OBS settings. Can we get some shadow dances for streaming again? Which might have been kind of impacting the streams a bit. Might have. I'm sorry. What did I just say? Hang on. I should be able to, like, get stuff sorted out. I also figured out, I think, what was going on with my OBS settings, which might have been kind of impacting the streams a bit. Might have been kind of impacting the streams a little bit. They were, like, the main reason your streams were crap, Sky. I looked into OBS, I think, either the night after or the night of making this video. Thank you for the shadow dances. I appreciate the shadow dances. And I went through like a tutorial for how to set up OBS on Mac very specifically in 2023. And I was like, oh my god, all of these are all completely wrong. My bitrate is way too high. My frame rate is all jank. Everything was really, really jank. No, I don't know how I even streamed. Might have been kinda. Great English, Sky. Thank you! I appreciate it. Anyway. Yeah, man. That is such a crazy thought. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I remember the streams being mad laggy. I also remember the streams being mad laggy. The, like, 3 streams that I did before I started streaming. I struck a nerve on that one. Well, yeah, you're my sibling. You strike a nerve whenever you open your mouth. It's my job to get mad at you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Stacy Dennings. Sorry, if you get that reference, you're a Game Grumps fan. I've been watching more Game Grumps content lately. I don't know why. I've been watching a lot of their, like, compilations. The, like, laugh compilations, the glitch compilations, the Space Bear compilations. I've been watching those. All of it has been really great. Anyways, continuing onwards, because we're only 3 minutes into this 14-minute video, and I have been streaming for an hour already. I'm so sorry. But I do want to start streaming again. I have a bunch of games lined up on my Nintendo Switch, which, yes, I'm aware, it's the inferior console. PlayStation's better, Xbox is better, PC is better. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care about it. Pat, what? What? I'm assuming you're referring to yourself. You should meet a guy named Pat. He'll change your life. Yeah, you don't say, huh? I don't need mod view. Go away. I don't want... Actually, I might need mod view. No, it's fine. I don't need mod view. Evelyn Dixon. But... What was I reacting to? Games lined up on my Nintendo Switch, which, yes, I'm aware, is the inferior console. PlayStation's better, Xbox is better, PC is better. I don't care. Okay. Chat, I'm not going to get into the... Oh. I'm not going to get into, like, the console wars when it comes to... I finally paid it forward to rack. Oh, good. Fantastic. Evelyn Dixon. There's a story behind Evelyn Dixon. We'll get into that later. But the Switch has been so great. I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't had the chance to play on any of the newer PlayStation or Xbox models. I played on a couple of older ones at some like relatives' houses and stuff. But the Switch has genuinely been such a great thing to work with. Like, it's just been... Mwah. Loved it to bits. Nintendo Switch for Christmas a couple of years ago, and now I'm gonna use it to be a real gamer. I want to be a real gamer, Dad. He's actually very okay with this. He's super chill with that. So I still is to this day. We love my dad. Everybody, we love our dad. Everybody, go follow our dad on Instagram. Bro became a real gamer. Exactly. I'm a real gamer now, Dad. Anna, same brainwave. I do want to get on publishing gaming videos, hopefully pretty soon, honestly. I would love it if it would be a soon enough experience that hopefully you should be able to see some content on the gaming channel within the next couple of weeks. I want to... The gaming channel and all of the other individual channels, I think, no longer exist. Or it's not that they no longer exist, it's that all of the videos from there are unlisted, and they have been put onto this channel, this new channel, Sky of the Labyrinth. Go follow my YouTube channel. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to be putting more stuff up on the YouTube channel, and this is where all of the thumbnails that I make on stream are. Here's this abomination. We need a picture of Dad for the Twitch emojis. You're so right. You are absolutely correct. I did need a 5th follower emote. That's perfect. It'll be our dad. Oh snap. I have 43 subscribers on my music account? What? That's kind of sick, actually. Holy crap. Okay, anyways, sorry. Quick YouTube channel plug. Go follow this YouTube channel. All of the other channels, I'm no longer uploading to them. Follow this one, because this is the one that I'm going to turn into my, like, Markiplier variety channel, where I'm going to post all of my gaming, and all of my vlogs, and all of my adventures, and all of my clips, and all of my basically everything except for music. Music is going to still be on Labyrinth of Sound, and the VODs are still going to be on Labyrinth of VODs. Continuing on. I want to try and make that a reality. I also obviously want to keep making music, and I'll get further into that later, but I'm actually at a college for music, so I'm going to be making music anyways. Might as well post it, right? I've got a couple of mashups that I've been wanting to make. I've got a couple of... Oh my god, the mashups! I totally forgot about those! I know exactly what I'm talking about, though. There's a couple of songs that... There are a couple of, like, groups of songs that work really, really well together, and I wanted to record myself singing them and then maybe make the instrumentals as well. But, oh, I completely forgot about those. And I have so many ideas for so many new ones, kind of every other week. I really got to get better at uploading those, because like those could be a really solid stream of like steady-ish content for the music channel. That could be a pretty good thing to work on as well. The problem with that would be time management. But you know what? I need to be kind of doubling my efforts anyway, so that can be part of it. Because, man, I have too much on my plate, and I'm not going to get it all done if I don't start eating. Instagram Reels to react to, because, man, there are some talented singers on Instagram. I still have those Reels saved as well. I hope they didn't get deleted. One of them is reel that I want to do a vocal duet of. I can't remember the guy's name right now, but I'll tag him whenever I get around to posting it. But he did a solo vocal cover of him singing the Just the Two of Us. And I want to do like a harmony to it because I think it'll sound cool. Aside from that, I think that the other one I was looking at might have gotten deleted. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I definitely want to do more of that kind of content on TikTok and Instagram. God, there's so much that I want to do with all of these. And the problem is that I am a perfectionist, so I don't want to put out awful half-butt quality videos. I want to put out good videos. The problem is good videos take time. It takes too long to process my voice. I would love to hear what your voice sounds like relatively unprocessed, Pat. I would love to hear what you sound like when it's you singing, not you singing with a bunch of effects on it. Anyways, continuing on. Holy cow. But aside
Holy cow,
from
chat.
all of that talk and all of that yada yada that's happening, all of those short-term goals that I can probably do within like the next month-ish,
Proceeded to not do them.
anyways, maybe possibly perchance, I want to get into the 5 big project goals that I have
5 things. 5 things, 5 things, 5 things, 5 things.
For 2024. This list, by the way, is very much inspired by Lixian's video, which I will link here. Or
Big
here.
hype to Lixian. Ooh, I can't. Waiting on my Prime sub to resub unless I get lucky and get a gifted sub. Not saying someone has to do it because I'm still adless, but the Prime isn't available until the 19th. Oh, interesting. That is completely okay. That is totally fine. You don't even have to sub if you don't want to. That is completely okay. What? Why? Anna, I don't understand. I don't understand. You know what? I'm just gonna move on.
Can't remember which corner it is. I'm gonna make a decision. It's gonna be here. And if I'm wrong, editor, make me look like an idiot. But I wanted to...
I forgot I did. Hi, baby. I love you. I totally forgot I did that. I'm not gonna. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate you. Oh, holy cow. Oh, I see. I get it. Okay. Listen, your latency. Anonymous gifter, who I'm assuming is Pat. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. God, this is back when I didn't even have the album cover from Frankie. It's anonymous. Yes, it is anonymous. Nobody else has been gifting subs lately. you and your cheeky little shrugs. Sure.
I want to finish up the album that I've been working on for a couple of years now. The only reason I haven't is because life got chaotic, but now life's chaotic to the point where I can actually do things, so it's going to be great. And a couple of the songs are actually done or pretty close to done for that album. So releasing it within the year should be fairly easy. Should be able to get that done. Shouldn't be a huge issue. Yeah, but now we get into...
Waterside had one, it just expired. Back to being within a minute latency. Gorgeous. You love to see it. Yes, Vi, I have my own sense of humor, so I'm gonna edit stuff that I think is funny, and then I'm gonna forget about it, okay? Shush. Shush your face. It is so crazy to look back on this point. First off, look how, you guys can't really see it, but like, my hair is so much longer to start. But then also, that, I didn't even have most of the songs on the album done during recording of this. That is so crazy. And now the album is finished, has freaking killer cover art. I've done a version, I've done a recording of one of the songs on the album live at an awards ceremony. And I got another song coming out in February. Man. Okay, moving on, sorry. To the more challenging things. Now, I may have mentioned earlier that I wrote a book, and it is now published, and it is being globally distributed, and all that good stuff. It's self-published, so I know it doesn't technically count or whatever, but I published a book, dang it, like, that's pretty cool. And that book is actually part of an ARG that I'm putting together. And there are clues hidden in that book that are pointing to things that actually you might not be able to find yet. But that's okay. I would like to point out, after recording this video, like a few weeks after, there was a problem with getting the books actually shipped out because the cover art was weird. So I had to, like, rebuild it, kind of. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of how the cover art is now, but it's like such a minute change that most people probably will not notice, so like it's fine. But there shouldn't be any more issues. I'm actually gonna go, let me double check real quick. Just before I say anything and jinx everything and destroy the entire world. Let me go and check to make sure that there's no issues. Yes, it's me. You know who I am. You already know who it is. Oh, that's right. I don't have any of my passwords saved. Gotta get those numbers up. No, you're so right. That was one of the things that I was saying as I was getting back into streams over the course of the hiatus, is that I want to, like, sell my stuff more. So I want to try and make a living out of my creative endeavors. Let's see. Now it'll be on the important one. I have 2 notebooks full of passwords because you can't hack a notebook. Uh-oh. Where's my other notebook? Raggy. Where did I put that thing? I'm gonna chuck this over here for a second. Why did you hit me up? That's what I went to school for. What did you go to school for? Last one expired, I think last night. I had an unexpected bill come through this month, so I had to drop most of my Twitch subs that hadn't been charged this month, at least until next month. Oh, that's so fair. I know how to format books for print. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Possibly because, no, Pat, I might not have known you as well as I do now at that time. That might, oh, there's my notebook. There's my notebook full of important passwords and stuff. I gotta log back into the thing. I gotta make a name for myself. Hang on. Ah, there it is. Okay. So it's bip bip biddy doo dee ba de do doo doo de de dee 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 do. You guys can't see this screen, right? Yes. Bedo bodo yada. Never save my passwords ever again. My project is approved for global distribution. Gorgeous. For some reason, the ebook version hasn't been approved for global distribution, but the actual project itself has been approved for global distribution. What?
Why is Anna screaming about a bot? Was there a bot? I even learned to do it the old-fashioned way. Like on a printing press, old-fashioned? My friend is being a negative Nancy. What do I do? Depends. Which friend do we want? Is it a friend that we want to keep in our lives, or? You're making beeps and boops, so I called you a robot. Oh, okay. See, here I was going for my Twitch chat to try and keep my community safe. Okay, but yes, the book is in global distribution. Ebook is eventually going to be in global distribution. I'm not sure what the holdup is. I might send an email about that to Lulu. Because the distribution company that I've been using for the book has been renamed her to Positive Polly. I've been using a distributor called Lulu, which, fun fact, chat, did you guys know that my dad wrote a book? He wrote a book. To be fair, it is a nonfiction book. However, it is a nonfiction book about the adventures that he and his dad had canoeing down the Mississippi River, called The First 100 Miles Are the Longest. He is an incredible writer, and I will support him until the day I die. Mwah. But yeah, my dad wrote a book. Actually, let me see if I can go find it real quick. Let me see real quick. The first 100 miles are the longest. Yeah. Oh, snap! He's got a 4.2 out of 5 from Goodreads and A Books. Look at that! Look at you go, Dad! I'm gonna bring up this link. Yeah, this one. You guys can see this, right? I think. This is my dad's book. This is it. That's it right there. That's my dad's book. First 100 Miles of the Longest by John Schaefer. Go check it out on Lulu Books, because that's the one that there aren't as many fees. So if you get it from this place specifically, you will be able to give him the most money. Go support my dad. Get his book. It's a really good book. He writes it so well. I'm actually probably going to get another copy. Because I think I left mine in Minnesota, and having two... we have signed versions because we got the first few copies. Yeah, we did. I think mine might be in Minnesota. And I might want to... Well, I don't know. Maybe I should bring it here. Maybe. In any case, go buy my dad's book. I have a book. He has a book. He might come out with more books later. Who knows? I'm definitely going to come out with more books later. I know. Anyways, on with the video. Okay, because you'll be able to find it later. And so I encourage you to look anyways. But another part of this ARG is actually another story that I'm writing called Dreamlocked. And Dreamlocked!
In this next year, I want to finish writing all of that out. And that's
you poor sweet summer child. No, that is going to take you at least a year of solid work just to get all of that writing done. What were you thinking? What were you thinking saying that, Sky? What were you thinking? I did make a list. I got some writing done for this. I got, I think, a couple more episodes. You guys have helped me write a dream, maybe even more dreams in the future. Actually, probably definitely more dreams in the future, because that stream was a blast. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to set aside a lot of time for that project to reach completion. But I do want to set aside that time because I do believe in the project. I can't wait for this ARG to see the full light of the world. It's going to be really, really cool, I think. It's not going to be anything like groundbreaking or anything like that. Just a cool little ARG that you can solve at your leisure. But yeah, got a little bit of work on that done. Not nearly as much as I would have wanted to, and definitely not even close to as much as I said here. But I got some work done on it, so we'll take it. A lot of world building, and that's going to be a lot of script writing, and that's going to be a lot of a whole bunch of things. But it's a project that I have been working on for the past, 5 years. And 6 now.
The people who have been working with me on this project have been so kind and patient with me. I figure it's finally time to buckle down and really get stuff moving.
Update, I have lost contact with a few people who I was working on the project with. No bad vibes or energy or anything like that. I think the Discord server that I have for it just went dark. So I'll probably revive it once I have actual like building blocks for Dreamlocked as a story and as a script, etc., blah blah blah.
I've been working on it on and off, but it's time to like really focus in. Another thing that I have been working on for the past couple of years-ish is actually a game. It is going to be called Personal Purgatory, and it is going to talk a lot about my experiences with my mother passing away from cancer in early 2022, and all of the events that kind of led up to before that. I had initially made it as like a vent, I guess, but I'm really, really curious to see what happens when I turn it into a real-life game. It's going to be a text-based game, a kind of choose-your-own-adventure type of game. Think along the lines of like the Uncle Who Worked at Nintendo or Buried, that sort of thing, that sort of vibe.
If any of you have seen the videos of Uncle Who Worked at Nintendo or Buried or what was the other one that I liked that Markiplier played? I don't remember. But if any of you guys have seen those, you're legendary. Actually, let me make this next point.
Vibe to it. And I also, for this game, have the pleasure of working with the wonderfully talented and incredibly underrated streamer and content creator known as the Catcher of Coffee. He has been immensely helpful with helping me to like start to figure out a coding system that's called...
Before I go into that, Catcher and I haven't been able to find a proper time to work on this project since. We've had a couple of meetings about it. We've had a couple of calls about it. And he was very, very helpful, but then life kind of happened, and I haven't talked to him in a minute. So Catcher, hey, if you're watching this, hi, how have you been? Shoot me a DM. Let me know that you're doing okay. And also, chat, please no hate to Catcher for anything like that. There was no bad vibes or anything. It's just life kind of happened, so we haven't been able to work on it since. I might actually start working on it with Willow at some point, and maybe even Willow and Catcher together, so that, because I know Catcher wants to learn more about coding games as well, and Willow literally went to college for it, so it would be a very interesting experience, I think. Definitely not going to get this done this year. I had such high hopes.
Something. Where is it? Huh? Processing! You guys don't know how long that took me to find. That took me way too long to find. But it's totally fine. Everything's completely fine.
I edited out like 5 minutes of me looking through my application library. That's how long it took me to find what I was using. And the worst part is, I don't think I'm even going to be using that to code the game anymore, because Catcher was using it for a college project, so he was familiar with the language. But both Catcher and I agreed, and eventually Willow agreed, that I should probably make it in an engine like Unreal. So I'm probably going to be doing that. No make a game in a month challenges anytime soon. I want to use Purgatory as a way of like learning my way around making games. Granted, it's going to be nothing compared to some of the ideas that I have for games in the future, but it'll be a good starting point to figure out how the code kind of communicates with each other and talks with itself. It'll be a first step into a much larger world, but until I get that figured out, no make a game in a month challenges. Goodness me, certainly not.
And working with him on this project has been such a blast. We've only had like one proper like meeting about it, but I'm really, really looking forward to working with him again.
Again, hang on, wait. Let me shout this guy out properly. Hang on, let me do this the right way. Shout out the Catcher of Coffee. He hasn't been streaming a whole lot recently, but he is a delightful human being who I'm very proud to call a friend. And you guys should go check him out if you can. It was actually a stream with him that got me over the follower count to get to affiliate.
So big props to Catcher. We love Catcher in this community. And on trying to make this game a reality. Speaking of games, this isn't even on my to-do list, technically. But I recently joined the development team of a game called Shattered Hope. I'm one of the sound designers, and I'm helping to, like, write out the world a little bit. We don't have any, like, concrete dates on, like, when we'll be done or anything, because we're just getting started, but I fully plan on posting updates on that sort of thing as well. I will be linking the socials for Shattered Hope in my description, and also I will have it in my updated link tree as well, because I still need to update my link tree as of recording this. I'll probably do it after recording this, honestly. I did. Update on that. A lot has happened. And there is a lot of stuff that I cannot make any comments about or even really tell you guys about, and I am sorry about that. Suffice to say, Shattered Hope is on an indefinite hiatus. Many of us want to see this game completed at some point or another. Whether or not the team is going to remain in the same is very much up in the air, because a lot has happened, and I cannot make any more comments than that. Moving on. That would be the smart thing to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to do it, because I'm known for not necessarily doing smart things.
This is very true.
I'm planning on learning how to play the piano. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, like, film that, because I'm really not sure how entertaining that's going to be, but it's going to be a time. I'm currently using an app called Simply Piano. I'm sure you guys have seen the ads for it. This is not sponsored, by the way. Although I would happily take a sponsorship from either Simply Piano or Simply Guitar, because when I do remember to use it, golly, it's helpful. It's really, really great. I haven't made a lot of progress on that until very recently. I might actually film myself trying to do the process of learning a song on piano, because I'm taking... Piano Stream 1. Piano Stream eventually. I am currently taking piano lessons from my college, actually from my professor whose whole shtick is piano and jazz and fun stuff like that. And I'm very excited to be taking lessons from him, because he's very, very talented and skilled. I got to get better at remembering to practice. That is one of the things that's kind of shooting me in the foot a little bit. But I might film the process of learning the song, because the song that I'm wanting to learn is going to be It's Raining Somewhere Else from the Undertale soundtrack. I really, really have wanted to learn that song all the way since back in, like, quarantine times. Pat, I will check out that DM soon. Because it is one of my favorite songs from video games ever, from the Undertale soundtrack ever, from Toby Fox ever, kinda ever. And I love it with all of my heart of hearts. And I'm really looking forward to learning how to play it. So I might do, like, a vlog of me learning how to play the song and see kind of what I can glean from that. Because if Markiplier can make a solid 10-minute video about learning a TikTok dance in an hour, I can make a video that's about learning piano somewhat entertaining, right? Surely? It's kind of on brand for what you're doing right now. I'll see if I can't check it after the video, Pat. Speaking of which, moving right along. So far it's been really, really great. I'm looking forward to whenever I get to the point that an app isn't helpful and I need, like, one-on-one lessons. I should say, I need one-on-one lessons again. I had a teacher at one point. The only reason we stopped meeting was because life was getting chaotic and we couldn't afford it anymore. He was really great, though. I really, really loved that guy. That was back in Minnesota, actually. That was back during COVID. That was back during the... I'm going to get demonetized now. That was back during quarantine times. when I was getting more piano lessons. It's actually on the keyboard that I have next to me is the same keyboard that I was getting those lessons on. And he was a really, really great teacher. I just could not remember to practice. That is the one thing that keeps shooting me in the foot is I need to be better about practicing piano, because the only way I'm going to get better at playing piano is practicing. I will say, just recently I did have the first piano lesson where I felt like I was learning how to play the piano rather than learning how to warm up on the piano. And that was such a great feeling. Like to look at your hands as they are playing the piano and oh my god! Pat! You have bills! What are you doing? Pat! I love you too. Are you leaving? Are you headed out? Thank you for the hype train. Waterside, thank you for the 100 bits. What? The cop came back. I gotta start my stream here in a bit. Okay. I'll let you know if we get anything cool from the Pokemon packs. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. And then also, I'll send you any clips if that does in fact make me cry, because Pat sent me a Discord DM of something cool that I'll show you guys in a little bit here. But have a good stream, Pat. We'll probably raid into you. No, it's a side quest Saturday. I have to raid into someone new tonight. Shoot. Next time you are live, whenever I'm going off of, whenever I'm going dark, we're going to raid into you. Pinky swear, pinky promise. But thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Level 2 hype train. Thank you. It means the world. Let's get back on track, shall we? Oh, sorry. Practice. Absolutely. It's of all the new followers I've gotten because we. Oh, that's so wonderful. Oh, I can't wait to look at that. I'm detouring a little bit, but I will say one of the things that I love doing, and this is very much a guilty pleasure. I probably shouldn't do this, but one of the things that I love doing is I love going back and looking at the VODs and watching people come into the chat for the first time, and then having our like little conversations and stuff. Just how many times that has happened is astounding to me. It's so beautiful that I get to be a part of so many wonderful people's stories. I'm glad I get to share that with you guys. Gotta know where you came from in order to know where you're going. That's very true. Me? I came from Minnesota. Learning to play piano. I had my first lesson where it felt like I was playing the piano and not warming up on the piano recently. And it was, there was this really, really incredible moment where I was watching, as I was playing the notes, I was using some of my music theory knowledge that I was finally starting to wrap my head around, because chat, oh my god! You want to know one of the most frustrating things that I have learned from this college? It's not even the fact that the learning of it has been frustrating. It is the fact that nowhere else that I have been attempted to be taught this thing is there have been so many people who have tried to teach me this in so many different ways. Music theory is shift ciphers. Anytime you want to like convert a scale to a minor thing, you bring it down 2 things. Anytime you want to make a chord, you go 1, 3, 5. It's a shift cipher. They're all shift ciphers. All of my time watching game theory and learning about shift ciphers, and I just had to get the mental connection to shift ciphers in order to get my music theory knowledge to work. Friends are indeed on their way, so I shall stalk and lurk. Have a good rest of your stream. Much love, Anna. Tell your friends I say hi. I think bro might be frustrated. Depends on the scale. This is true. There are a lot of different patterns
That's the gist of it. When it comes to all of the stuff that I am learning, all of the different scales, all of the different ways of going around the scales, etc., blah blah blah. All of it is shift ciphers. It's all numbers instead of letters and confusing rules that don't make any sense. They do make sense. They're just shift ciphers. At least to my very basic knowledge, because I am only in the first music theory class, but I think there's only one music theory class, so like I'm gonna learn at the very least the gist of it. Anyways, I looked at my hands and as I was playing the piano, and I saw a pianist's hands instead of just me cluelessly bumbling around on the keyboard, and that was really cool. That's the point I was trying to make that entire time. Sorry. Thank you for the level 2 hype train. Appreciate you guys. Who needs music theory? All I need is muscle memory and a dream. And a lot of repetition. I like understanding music theory because it helps me to kind of stop and think through where I need my hands to be on the keys in a completely new way that is helpful very often. Hi, baby. But yeah, learning piano and learning music theory is really, really great. Oh yeah, semitones. 12 semitones to an entire scale. 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. And 2 goes to 5 and 5 goes to 1. That's the answer to jazz. Anyways,
It was a lot of fun to like just hang out with him and play some piano for a little while. It was really,
Oh,
really
yeah.
great. Really, really
Loved
fun.
my
I'm
old
gonna try and
instructor.
pick that up again. I've also been picking up Celtic whistle accidentally. It's a very easy instrument to learn.
Where is my
and I've been
whistle?
Getting
Where
a
did I
kick out of
put
it. I
that?
might actually use it in
I haven't played
some
it
of
in
the
a minute. I
songs
gotta get back
eventually,
into
who
it.
knows? And last things last, a project that I mentioned before, the Daedalus Initiative. I haven't really been very active with that, or at least not on the surface.
Spoiler alert, I haven't been very active with it this year either, and I will explain why.
And a few of you are probably wondering what I'm planning on doing with that, where I'm planning on going with that, etc., etc. If you weren't aware, the Daedalus Initiative is a project that I started in order to make life a little bit easier for content creators like me. I was having a really, really hard, not necessarily hard, it was just time-consuming time of setting up all of these different accounts and getting all of the networking in and getting all of the connections done and getting all of the this and getting all of the that. It was frustrating, and also the branding. I'm really, really lucky to have all of the branding that you guys have seen, the like maze image that I have pretty much everywhere was made for me by a very dear friend, Moxie. And if it wasn't for
Also
them, I
known as
wouldn't
Lego.
have
We love
this
Lego 5. That's
recognizable,
Lego.
brand.
That's our
It's
boy
pretty
Lego.
important.
That's our boy right there.
So Moxie, if you're out there and you're listening,
Look at
thank
how
you. I
talented
appreciate
an artist this man is, by the... Oh, that's a great freeze frame. Look at how talented an artist this guy is. We love Lego. We love our boy Lego. That's our boy right there. My cat's blocking chat currently, so I can't see if you guys are saying anything. Hi, Rack. Welcome back. Oh, hi. 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 What are you doing? Hi. Okay. So I draw in many more. What are we watching? We're watching last year's recap, and I'm kind of talking through stuff a little bit so that I can make this year's year in review happen faster, sooner rather than later. I draw in many more and slightly shift the notes to like a 64th right to sound more organic. I absolutely do that. I do that so often. I'm not gonna lie. I did that for a couple of different songs on the album as well. But yeah, no, totally agree. Absolutely do that.
Appreciate you so freaking much. When it comes to the Daedalus Initiative, I created it in order to make life better for content creators. But aside from a very soft open
Something you should do to
on,
drums.
The initiative itself,
Oh,
things kind
Good
of
point, Pat.
fell
Good point,
flat.
good point.
And that's totally my fault. That is absolutely 100% my fault. I started the project without having the time or resources to be able to finish it. But I'm not giving up. I still really, really think that the Daedalus Initiative can be something really, really wonderful for artists, for content creators, for musicians. I've got a really, really good vision in mind for this, and I really, really want to see it through. So that leads me to my 5th and final New Year.
hold on. I believe my fifth and final New Year's resolution was to like do paperwork stuff behind the scenes for this. To be fully upfront and transparent with you guys, I haven't been able to get a lot of that done. I've scouted out a few new artists. I have a few new contacts. I have a few new ideas about what I want the Daedalus Initiative to be, but I think I need to get back into this mindset of, first and foremost, I want this to be a place for content creators, but then I also want, I also eventually want this to be a place where, like, musicians can hang out and collaborate and show off their stuff. I want this to be a place for basically any kind of creator, whether that's special effects or video editing or music or silly gaming videos or incredibly life-changing, heart-wrenching films. Anything like that. I want this initiative to become so big and so well-renowned and well-respected, full of supportive people and talented people, because I really do think that a space like that can make a difference. And I know that there are already so many spaces like that when it comes to so many. I had to give 20 subs to get my song looked at. Nuh-uh. I was gonna look at it eventually, and then you gifted the 20 subs, so I had to look at it right then. Pat, on a serious note, let me know if it ever does start feeling like that between you and me, okay? I care about our friendship. I don't want it to be like a transactional relationship. Got 8 ghost cards in the TC jar. Oh, nice. Do it. Absolutely do it. Community is important. I absolutely agree. Community is such an incredible thing. It is such an incredible... I'm going to sound so cheesy when I say this, but I don't care. It is this form of magic. Honestly. It is like... There's no other real word to define a group of talented and passionate human beings all getting together, getting into one space for one purpose. And I want to harness that to make the world a better place for people like me. Because one thing that I have noticed is whenever I am lurking in someone's stream who we raided into months ago, and I look up and I see somebody from my chat in that person's chat having a good time, making the vibes all that much more immaculate. Oh, hi. Shadow, how dare you? Somebody let me know if I'm like a bad person for this. I get this sense of pride. I get this sense of like, what did I do? What did I do, Pat? I get a sense of pride because we made it happen. Someone potentially on the other side of the world is laughing. Don't judge me on what I do on Rack's chat. No. I'm not saying... Actually, that did happen when it was you and Rack, but it was also like Plague in Willow's chats, or there was somebody from my chat was in Spork's chat. Donnelly directed me over to Squeed, so I would see Donnelly in Squeed's chat every now and again. Are you wearing the same shirt? No, I am not, but that would be really funny. Maybe I should. I know what 2 shirts those are. I think I just got them out of the wash today. So maybe I'll just like make a habit of wearing that outfit for all of the thingamajigs. I'm kidding, obviously. Hyde's coming out more. Good. I need to lurk on his streams again. They look like similar shirts. They're similar styles. This one has a more... hang on. Let me bring you back over here to give you guys a close-up. This one is closed, and I don't have anything under it. But 2, it's a more like geometric pattern. They're very much the same kind of style, because this style that I'm wearing in the video is very much the kind of style that I love wearing with all my heart of hearts. Absolutely adore it. Anyways. Moving on. Is this the same part of the video that I was in? Did Shadow skip me?
I've got a really, really good vision in mind.
A little
for
bit,
this,
but it's
and
fine.
I really, really want to see it through. So that leads me to my fifth and final New Year's resolution, as it were, even though I'm starting as of November 16th of 2023, which is either this year or last year, depending on when I
November
upload this.
16th. Okay.
I guess we'll see.
So November 16th is when you can expect a yearly review thing from me.
I'm planning on doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work on Daedalus. I'm planning on putting in a lot of infrastructure that, frankly, just wasn't there initially. So for the moment, yes, sadly, the Daedalus initiative is semi-closing down. I need to talk to all the members of it about everything. I need to figure out who still wants to be a part of it and who doesn't, etc., blah, blah, blah. But yeah, the initiative...
I would like to chat, I'm gonna be big-headed and I'm gonna brag for a second. Even though we were closed down, I have been able to use my contacts from the Daedalus Initiative to help. I think it was 3 different people get artists commissioned and get accounts set up for different places. So the fact that that happened, even though we were quite literally not in business, I feel like the Daedalus Initiative is going to be something incredible. And I apologize if that is extremely arrogant of me to say, but I really, really do believe in this project. I really believe that this can be something amazing. Meow. Meow. You gonna start yelling at me again? I'm gonna start screaming. Wait till you see Sky in my chest, the mouth on her. You shush, 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 shush. It's always great to see you around, Pat. It honestly, yeah, no, Pat, you are just a center of good vibes, and I respect it so much. Whenever I start making proper money off of Twitch, and not just by having you in the chat every now and then. And by every now and then, I mean every freaking night since that one hype train. Once I start making like a proper living doing this, I am absolutely going to pay that energy forward, because it's too good not to share. You know what I mean? Set up my stream for the night. Heck yeah. Oh hey, my uncle shared a photo on Instagram. Lovely. Sorry. Daedalus Initiative. I got a little bit of work done, but I didn't get the chance to talk to my legalese guy because he's also a college student. I might see if I can't call him up at some point. No, I shouldn't, because his midterms are coming up. Because my midterms are coming up. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, legalese guy, you know who you are. We should get in touch. We should do that. I doubt he's watching these videos. I don't think he ever has, but that's okay. He's still a real one. Don't you worry. We still love that guy. Rack, I will say this. Your mental health is very important. When it comes to streaming, the thing to consider is whether or not it makes you happy. I've had so many nights where I have almost been like, I don't feel like streaming. Even before all of the hype trains with Pat, even before I was making more than like $10 every 2 months. The reason I kept streaming every night was because it genuinely made me happy to do so. So at the end of the day, if you are feeling like you are in a weird headspace, take a second, take a deep breath, kind of meditate on it. If you are feeling like you're just completely out of it and it would not make you feel better, don't do it. If you are feeling if you are feeling like you're feeling pretty down, but hanging out with good people will make you feel better, do it. It does make you happy. It's just that I don't know if I want to play Frambeau tonight with the themes it has. Then play something different. It's your stream. You don't have to play everything linearly. I don't. I do Side Quest Saturdays every single week. It is completely up to you on what you want to decide to play. You could play something spooky and cozy. You could play like Nine in the Woods, which is a game that I want to play whenever I get a PC, or potentially next Halloween, or just at some point in general. To play something cozy, you know? October is during the fall. When I think of fall, I think of coffee, and I think of good vibes, and I think of warmth, which is weird because Minnesota falls are typically kind of cold. Do what you want. At the end of the that's the craziest part about this. At the end of the day, people will come and support you because you are giving out the energy that they want to receive. Does that make sense? It's one of those things that I'm still kind of getting used to in my brain, but people will show up and they're gonna have a good time because it's you. I still can't apply that sentence to myself in my head, but I can say it to other people. The people who give the best advice are the people who cannot follow it, in my opinion. It's what, like, the people who are single, best dating advice, etc., blah, blah, blah. Meow. Meow. You got a lot of good people surrounding you, Rack. Do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Because this Twitch streaming should be something that you're passionate about doing. Meow. Half the time I don't know what's going on in the game streamer is playing. This is true, and Vi still hangs out. And I think Vi still has a good time because she's in second place for stocks. So, like, that's a lot of lurk time. Because we know we want from love and won't accept anything else. Exactly. Exactly. Do what you want and people will follow. That's what I've learned from Twitch. That's what I've learned from Dad doing his creativity stuff, because he has met so many incredibly talented people in his field of art as well. I have a great time. Highlight of my night for real. I get to be a highlight of somebody's night. That is so insane. Sorry. We're talking about the part of streaming that I am like super, super crazy passionate about. So we got a lot of energy all of a sudden. Don't mind me. Ooh, I'm rolling backwards. I'm spinning around. You spin me right around, baby, right around. Anyways, God, I love it. I love it so much. I am so honored that I get to be somebody that you guys can hang out with, and it can be a good part of the night. I'm so, so happy about it. Hi. Anyways, enough of me yapping. More of me yapping.
On hold for the moment, just so that I can get everything sorted out.
You're not inflating my ego. My ego is still cripplingly low. No. I'm just excited. I'm just very, very excited. I do too, Donald. That's another great thing. That's something that I missed when I was on hiatus over the summer. Screw my yapping. Let me yap for a second. That was something that I was missing a lot over hiatus, was like the routine of streaming was a very good like wind down sesh, which was just really, really great. So I only stream weekends because streams otherwise would burn me out with everything else going on. That's so fair. I like the schedule I have, and I always feel bad when I decide to skip one. Also fair. That is completely, completely fair. Flair. Hi. Hi, baby. I love you. Cradle time. You gotta get some confidence. I'm working on it. I'm going to therapy sooner rather than later, hopefully. Because my school offers free therapy, which is kind of great. It's kind of insane. And I'm looking forward to getting into that program. The problem is, I haven't had time yet. But it's okay. I'll get there eventually. Free therapy, baby! Well, it's not free. It's technically like included in tuition because everything here is included in tuition. What magic school is this? The same one where you don't have to buy books. They provide you the books and they're part of your tuition. And it's a community college and it's for like couple $1,000 a semester. Not Hogwarts. Kind of feels like it sometimes, I'll be honest. Bro, this is fire. I know! I freaking love my college. I would love to, at some point, do streams raising money for my college's food pantry. Because there's a food pantry at this college for people who need it, which is where I get a lot of my pasta from. And they don't ask for a single cent. They just ask for, like, donations of food. They run primarily on donations. And keep it completely free. It is insane. Why did I go to SCAD? Because SCAD has a much better art program. We have a good music program. We also might have a film program, so if I can stay even longer, I might look into that a little bit. But I don't think that we have like an art program really. I know we have a ceramics room, but that's about it. Oh, I need to remember to DM you after your stream to talk about duplicate Pokemon cards. Yes! Please do. I would love to do that. Whatever you want to play is what you should play. If you aren't happy playing something, stop for a while, play something else, and come back if you want to revisit it. If you don't finish a game, then the game did not fit in your head at that period of time. It took me years to finish Subnautica because I hated the Cyclops. Oh, that is so fair. Yeah, I will admit, I definitely had a moment like that. Y'all remember... Was that the cooking stream? No, that wasn't the cooking stream because we were playing Hollow Knight for the cooking stream. Maybe it was the art stream. Y'all remember the night where I just got fed up with like grinding games, but I only had grinding games to play, so we just sat and talked for a while? Colleges make so much money. This is very true. Way too much money for everything. Way too much money to not be paying teachers an adequate amount. United States government, this is directed at you. Pay our teachers more. Anyways. Sorry to get political. But that shouldn't be political. Anyways, I'm very passionate about that as well. Don't mind me. Teachers deserve the world. All of my teachers I have loved, and most of my teachers I have loved. All of the teachers that I haven't loved, it has been because of, well, some of them were just bad teachers. Others were probably good teachers, but they just weren't getting paid enough. Gonna make myself eat something. Be right back. You go do that. I hope it is the most scrum-dilly-icious meal you've ever had in your life. And we are going to try to finish this 14-minute video. I'm so sorry. I yap a lot, which is that last goal. I want to get infrastructure. I want to get paperwork. I want to be above board. I want to do all my research, do all the things. So while that one will definitely be a bit more difficult to like film and like make content about, it'll definitely be something that will be happening. I'm really, really passionate about this project. I'm passionate about all my projects, but this one I think can make the world a better place. And I'm hoping that with you guys' help, I can do that. So there you have it. The sentiments have not changed. A year later, baby. Woo woo! Gonna start my stream. Have fun, Pat. Have a wonderful stream. Love you to bits. I'll let you know if we get anything cool from the cards. I feel like Dreamlocked, the entirety of Aida I should spend a year focusing on, and then Daedalus I should spend a year focusing on. And I kind of want to see how that would turn out. The problem with that is that sometimes I get tired of working on one project, which is when I switch to another. So, oh my word. Spork was never here, my fellow streamer. How are you tonight? I hope you're well. How's stream? Oh. Ooh, chat, you ever have a sip of water that just hits you just right? Oh, that was so good. I can't even recreate it. That's something about that sip of water. That was incredible. Incredible experience. It was okay, I raged a lot. Were you playing Little Nightmares? Were you playing Little Nightmares? Were you playing Little Nightmares? Were you playing the spooky Small Bad Dreams game? Yeah. I love the fact that you usually use punctuation in your texts, but it makes you sound so much more like serious and sassy, and so it was just, and so all I can hear is just yes. I was having small bad dreams. Yep. We're watching through my yearly goals from last year, or for this past year, and I'm talking about the stuff I've done, the stuff I haven't done, the stuff I want to do, etc., etc. So by all means, if you have inputs and ideas, chuck them my way. Those are my 5 New Year's resolutions, as it were, even though I'm starting this before the new year. But you know what? A little head start never hurt anybody. Definitely not. I'm going to learn how to play the piano, which I adjusted to it like you can see it. Stream is going well. We're just having a delightful chat. That's today's side quest, is to relax and have a chat, because I've gotten a lot of work done today when it comes to like managing my life in general, but I felt like I wanted to get more done. But also I couldn't have gotten more done because I was doing stuff, you know? Anyways. Poof, there it is. Oh hey, my piano. I'm going to learn how to code properly so I can make a game. I'm going to work on writing a story and building a world around that story. I'm going to work on the infrastructure of the Daedalus Initiative so that whenever I'm ready to try and get it back off the ground again, I can actually do it. And among all of that, I plan on releasing a fully fledged album, not just an EP, not just a single, a proper album, just to kind of elevate that a little bit. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna back up. Me and these freeze frames. Spork, you are so good. Go take care of yourself. Love you to bits. Get some rest, get some relaxation, get some water, get some food. Remember to eat. Yeah, go ready to run. Go take care of yourself. That is of utmost importance. Waterside, you are so fair for that. I remember a lot of my teachers, but that's because I was the kid who would like make friends with their teachers, and it was really great. Of these 5 goals, I completed this one. Go stream Slight by Labyrinth of Sound on all of your favorite music platforms. Worked on this one a little bit. Worked on this one a little bit. Worked on this one a smidge. Worked on this one a smidge. Love you too. We'll be eating. That's why I ended. Food's on the way. Okay, fantastic. Much love. Good. Get something to eat. Get some rest. I am sure that the stream was absolutely excellent. I should have been lurking in it so I could get you affiliate. No! I am so sorry. Oh, you only stream on Saturdays. It's fine. Proper it's still fine. Wow, what in the world? Stop. I forgot I could press play from my headphones. I will lurk in stream next time, Spork. Peaky swear. Peaky promise. We'll get you to that affiliate if it's the last thing we do, because by golly, that's one of the things that my community is great about. You need to promote yourself in my Discord server. I know you're in the Discord server. Tell us when you're going live, man. We are more than happy to stop by and help you to get that goal. Let's get that goal. Looking at the year, sorry, I'm switching topics back to the video. Looking at the year itself, and with these 5 goals in mind, it is very easy for me to feel like I didn't get a lot done. Because this is the only one of these that I, like, completed. And have any chance of... And the rest of these, I don't really have a chance of completing by the end of the year. Because... Well, okay, maybe piano. If I remember to practice every single day, then maybe. You and I went live at the same time because I was late. Oh, okay, interesting. And I will. I just keep forgetting. I barely remember to post my starting Insta story. Oh, Insta stories. I forgot about that. You got so much done. Literally a streamer now. Let me get there, Vi. We're on the same brainwave. I might be able to do this one when it comes to like my lessons and stuff. But these 3, no, I'm not going to be able to get those nearly anywhere close to completion. However, how to the ever. Dreamlocked is going to take a while anyways. I was never going to get that done this year, even if I had put all of my attention and focus into it. Which wouldn't have been an option because I had college. I didn't have to, but I wanted to help my dad out over the summer. Life happened. Life got lifey, as my sister says. So this was never going to happen. This, maybe, but probably not. This maybe could have happened if I had tried harder. Because the thing about Purgatory is that Purgatory is already completely written. I have everything written out. I have all of the dialogue options. I have all of the flowcharts for all of the different choices. All of the variety of different endings. Literally all of this is written out. It just needs to be coded. So maybe if I had put all of my strength into coding, I could have gotten that done this year. But I didn't. I want to make Purgatory the sole goal of next year. Well, do I? I don't know. Because I definitely want to get that done. Maybe what I'll try to do is I'll try to do the coding and stuff when I'll try and like get a real start on that and do streams of it when I come back from winter break, and then see if I can get it done before summer break. Maybe I can set that challenge for myself. Piano is just practicing. I agree. I just got to remember to do it. Daedalus and Dreamlocked, I fear, might have to take more of a backseat until I'm out of college, because all of my creative energy has been going into my music lately, which isn't a bad thing, not in the slightest. I'd be so down for a coding stream. Just like a really chill coding stream where I can just chat with you guys while I'm coding. A really dramatic experience. It's fine. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be a bad thing. I was also talking to my dad about this, our dad about this, and my sister, while I was away on summer hiatus. I was talking to them about these goals, and my dad pointed something out to me. None of these goals over the course of this year, I can give you my silly coding projects I did last year. Do it. None of these goals had numbers attached to them. And what my dad meant by that was, I want to finish Dreamlock. Let's start with that one. Okay. That was going to be an impossible task. What if instead I say I want to finish X amount of scripts for Dreamlocked? What if it's I want to finish a particular section of the infrastructure for Daedalus? Stuff like that. And I think he's right, because he is my biological dad. So our brains are very, very similar. And he works best with numerical goals as well. So I want to maybe try that approach to yearly goals, just to see how that goes. Because I've got plenty of years left on this planet, so I can probably do that. I also think that a lot of these goals were too big. Probably because of how vague and non-numerical they were. Like, all of Daedalus, I'm going to need an entire year to put together Daedalus. And maybe even Dreamlocked, and the rest of Andromeda, which is on Wattpad, by the way. Go look up Das Andromeda on Wattpad. There will be more there, in theory. Thank you. I did not mean to say Siri. Yeah, I think that's where I slipped up this year, was not giving myself specific enough goals. By the way, what is Andromeda again? Do you actually not know, or do you want me to say it out loud so that people will laugh at me and go like, that is so stupid. Why would you ever do that? Andromeda, did you have a character in Andromeda? I can't remember. I think you did. Andromeda was the one that was the Among Us fanfic. I want to finish this much of this task. How do I go about doing that? And if you hit a streak on a task and get more done, then that's just where your head is at during the moment. This is true. Yeah, I gotta set more, like, concrete goals. Maybe both. Sunny was the pilot. I just need a reminder, because that's what I thought it was. Yeah. I might deviate more away from Among Us, because the Das Witches, which is a group chat that I'm in, that most of my mods are from, we all were playing Among Us, and I decided to, like, make a story out of it, because I could. And I have so many ideas for where I want that story to go and how I want it to fit into the lore of the ARG. I might need to devote individual years to some of these different projects. Was I a part of that? Because I don't remember it. I don't think so. I think I always thought you were, but then you never were. I know Sunny was, and at the time you both had a purple thing going on. Like some writers write so much per day / week towards a goal. That I was never able to do, because sometimes I would just look at the blank piece of paper, the blank piece of Google Doc, and be like, man, I cannot focus on anything. I'm not much of a writer, so... I was doing all of the writing. People would submit, like, one-shots, and I would either make them canon or just say that they were fan-made. And that'll have an Easter egg in it later. But there's a whole account. There's, like, a guide to what all the tools do that I want to kind of redo a bit. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just devote individual years to all these different projects. Like, this year, I could have 2 goals. One would be to learn It's Raining Somewhere Else on piano. And that would be this semester. And then the other... No, that doesn't work. I would need 3 small goals. The year of something. Yeah, like the year of Dreamlocked, the year of Andromeda, the year of Daedalus, the year of making the short films that I want to make. That's not a half bad idea. For some of these projects. Others are like smaller. Maybe this year will be the year of Dreamlocked. Maybe I'll just shelf Daedalus for now. I'll shelf Andromeda for now. I'll shelf the short films. And I'll focus on streaming, making... Or maybe this year should be the year of the channel. Maybe I gotta, like, focus on building up my channel first and foremost. Is Andromeda the one with the lore, or is that some other ARG? Andromeda is tied into the Aida ARG, yes. The year of guitar. That's not a bad idea either, actually. See, the problem with this is I have so many ideas. I have so many ideas. And I'm really looking forward to sharing some of them with you guys, because I think you guys are going to love them. This year, I think I'm going to focus, projects-wise, on Dreamlocked, Purgatory, and an EP idea that I had, which is not connected to the trilogy that Slide is a part of. That's not a bad idea. I'm excited for literally any project you do. I appreciate that so much. Assign each idea a number and have a random number generator pick. Spork, the only problem with that is if it lands on something that I don't feel like doing right then, well, then I'll know what I feel like doing right then, and then I'll go work on that. But then that leaves some projects abandoned. Thinking you need a vision/idea board where you write out a goal and the steps you need to achieve that goal. I have something akin to that in my notes app. I could. That's a terrible idea. Why would I do that? That's an awful idea. Gotta set up that Notion board. I do have Notion. And then I'll put the ones you don't want to do on the number list. But which ones I want to do varies from like day to day.
It's an excellent idea, Spork. The problem is my brain is too... I can't say that on my stream. My brain is very screwy and decides to screw with me at the most inconvenient times. Maybe what I gotta do is I gotta go back and find those boards. Those, like, inspiration boards. Or not inspiration boards. The idea boards. The vision boards. Oh, maybe that could have been tonight's stream if I had thought that far ahead. Would you guys be up for a side quest Sunday? Where I just set up vision boards and give you guys a peek at what I want to be doing? Then how by chance can it be the year of the blank if each day the dream changes? Because Dreamlocked has been something that I have been working on and off for 6 years now. And I want to get that done. I'll be up for a side quest Sunday. Yeah? You guys down for a side quest Sunday? No, that doesn't make sense grammatically, but Spork, that is an excellent idea. You should steal that. You should do your own thing with that. A notebook with dividers for each task. Then you could just go to that divider when you feel like working on it. I will say I am admittedly an iPad kid when it comes to organization for a couple of reasons. One, when it comes to working with, like, notebooks, like actual paper notebooks, the first problem that I run into is that my handwriting is chicken scratch. So sometimes I can't understand it later because I start writing really fast because I'm like, I get excited and I get ideas and I'm like, I gotta write all this stuff down before I forget it. And then later I look at it and I was like, what was I even trying to say? What do these ancient texts mean? But then two, I can't rearrange stuff like I can on, like, my notes app, for example. So I would probably do it, like, on screen. But that's okay. That just gives you guys a look into what I'm doing. I would probably do that, but digital, Waterside. It's an excellent idea, and I will probably be doing it. Just instead of an actual notebook with dividers, it would be a folder of notes. Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah, okay, so tomorrow's stream is going to be a productivity stream. I'm going to get on the Smooth Jazz playlist, and I'm going to go through my notes app. I'm going to make a Google Doc, and I'm going to just make a vision board. You know me, I'm pretty visual. Remember, I hand drew the shadow mode idea. This is true. I still cannot believe you did that. I appreciate you so much for it. Can we get some shadow emotes, pretty please, with cherries on top? I'm just gonna spam all of them, all the ones that I have. That's not all of them. No, that's the ones I frequently use. Beep 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 boop, and I'm putting a shadow dance in there because I'm proud of it. Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Because one of the things I'm going to touch on is all of the stuff that has happened this year when it came to streaming. New shadow emotes dropped. Yes! So I never made that announcement properly. I'm so sorry. Yes, all of the shadow heart emotes that I made that night are officially up. All of them have been uploaded. All of them are ready to rock and rumble. So use them to your heart's content. All the Pride ones are under the tier 1 sub. Mostly because I couldn't fit them all into the follower category. Whenever I get big enough that I can't fit them all into the follower category, I'm moving them to the follower category. But for right now, I'm not that big yet. I have so many ideas.
Although I would hate to disappoint it. No, you know what? It's my streams. I will get back to Darkwood on Monday. Because video games are a delightful way to wind down after a very long school day. It's my streams. It's gonna be fine. I have so many ideas. Oh, I'm so excited to show you guys what I've got under the hood. Can confirm Sky's previous statements. All right. Tomorrow's stream. Hang on. Let's finish out this video to make sure that I don't have any other last comments. Kind of. Just in case. Elevate that a little bit. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all for letting me kind of make this progress report. I'm planning on making more consistent progress reports in the future. And I'm really looking forward to whatever 2024 has to offer both you and me. I'm really looking forward to seeing where we can go with this. Because all of you, every single one of you watching right now, even if that's only tens, have helped me Teens!
so incredibly much.
I broke 10 views! I broke 10 views on this video! Big hype, big hype, big hype, big hype, big hype, big hype, 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 hype. Can we get some Fred hype in the chat? I'm dropping Fred hype in the chat. Can we get Fred hype in the chat for 15 views on the YouTube video? Holy crap. Last time I checked, it was at like 6, I think. But enough sappiness for one day. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys soon. Coffee
Much love
shop!
to you and yours. Until time brings us together again, stay safe, Wanderers.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Hey, latest video, baby. It's in the wrong place. It's fine. It's okay. That is completely fine. Okay. Let's get us back over here with the background music. So, man, I'm so excited. Oh, God, I'm so excited. I have been yapping for 2.5 hours straight. Are you guys getting tired of my voice yet? Year in review be like, oh, just you wait until I make the proper year in review thing. Because I want to make a year in review progress report, and then I also want to make a best of 2024 video. Finally. Speaking of Sherlock Shadow, did anyone else ever post anything? If they did, then my Reddit notifications are broken. I don't think they did, sadly. Did you ever show the other Shadow drawing I did? Not Sherlock Shadow, I hindered that. Not Sherlock Shadow? Which other... What? Hang on, let me go check Discord DMs. Waterside. Ha! Yes, Waterside. That's part of the reason I want it. Not detect. Oh, the witchy one. I loved the witchy one. I didn't get the chance to show up. You could send it in the artist corner in the Labyrinth Discord server. If you want to. If you would like to. You do not have to, but if you would like to, I would love for... All of the instances of people utilizing the self-promo channels make my heart so happy. You guys don't even know. Like, chat! I'm tooting my own horn again here for a second. Hang on, let me full screen this so that Shadow doesn't jump up here and completely destroy everything. Where is my, what? Hello? There we go. I have built a community full of incredible and talented and supportive people who all support each other and all help each other out on like accomplishing all these different goals and stuff. That is so crazy to me. Like, that is just... something I need to remember more often, I think. At the end of the day, maybe like, oh, woe is me, I might not achieve every single goal that I want to achieve in the year. Artist Corner. I need to go to computer to see if I can post. Oh,
Yeah, if you don't have access to it, let me know. We'll see if I can fix it. I might not get everything done that I want to get done in a year. Because I definitely didn't this year. But that doesn't mean that I'm inactive. I'm still doing stuff. I'm still accomplishing dreams and trying to help other people accomplish theirs. And I'm really bad at reminding myself. Just because I can't edit on this tablet. I see. You were actually, like, the most productive person I know. That's not... You know Ray. What do you mean I'm the most productive person you know? Nuh-uh. Ray is a lot more productive than I am. Also, you guys know my dad. He does so much stuff all the time while working a full-time job and taking care of a little girl. And yes, Anna, I'm calling you a little girl because you'll always be Dad's little girl, let's be real. So that's how he views it. And also taking care of 3 dogs, a bird. Accept the compliment. You're right. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. You're productive and it's cool. Thank you. And it's only gonna get cooler. I have so many ideas. For like short films, music videos, more games, vlogs, series is on the channel, games that I want to play, and not just code. Thank you, Siri. That'll be all. Siri's really been here tonight. Twitch should count Siri as a viewer. Oh my god, what am I doing? I need to open a pack. I need to open the Pat Pack. Pat Pack coming right up. This is the second to last of the OG group of boxes that I had. So let's see what kind of energy we're bringing to the table to end off the night. Before we do though, before I get distracted by this and forget to make this little announcement, hey, you, person who's watching this stream in the background, or person who's watching this VOD in the background, remember that you're doing enough. It might not feel like it, might not always feel like it, but as long as you are working towards something that you love doing, you're doing enough. That is what matters. That is what counts. Okay? This is also going to be a reminder to my future self, I think, but that's okay. Anyways, what are we opening tonight? Let's find out. Oh, wow. That one opened interestingly. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Banana, 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 banana. Fighting type energy, ladies and gentlemen, all configurations of being. Let's see what comes of it. Starting off with a Wooloo. Wololo. Anytime I hear the Wololo sound effect now, I don't even think I know what game it's from properly, but I will always think of Plague.Panda because he has a Wololo redeem, like a sound redeem in his chat, and it's always hilarious because he says it back to the chat, and it's real cute. It's real adorable. We have a Salandit, which means that I can use my Salazzle, which is real handy, I would say. We have a Dupe Diplin. Oh yeah, I had another idea for the charity stream, by the way. I think that if people donate a certain amount of money, I will send them a card, and if they donate a certain amount more, I will send them another... I'll send them, like, a rarer card that's in a sleeve, right? And then I'll also send a dupe, like, common card that I don't sleeve, and I'll have that card, like, and I'll, like, sign that card just to see what happens. Also, here's Pants here. Cute little guy, cute little goober. I got all of the envelopes. I got some of the envelopes. I'm very curious to see how the charity stream will go. In regards to, like, monetary success. Very, very curious to see how that'll happen. But yeah. I have that plan as well.
We have Eldegoss. This is the one that I thought looks like Dan Didu from My Singing Monsters from above. We have a trainer card of Crispin. Me when I eat a really fresh apple. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types. Reveal them and put one of them into your hand. Attach the other to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Cool. This guy reminds me of somebody, and I don't know who that somebody is. But he reminds me of someone. Or they remind me of someone. Or she reminds me of someone. I have no idea who this person is. Sorry. We have Drifblim. Fun fact, this guy got me through one of my first ever Elite 5. Or whatever it was in the Alola region. Getting into the foils now, we have Nimble. Little bug dude. Ooh, we have a foil Crabominable. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Very nice, very cool. And then we have... Ooh, we have an EX. We have Medicham EX. Which cat has posted? Fantastic. I'll toss that a like before I head for bed. I gotta get both VODs uploading as well. That's pretty cool. That's really nifty. Alright. Chat, that'll be it for this stream. It is a side quest Saturday, so we are going to find a streamer on the path to affiliate to try and raid. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and do that. Let's see who's live on Twitch. Twitch.tv. What do you have for me? Path to affiliate. Show me what you got. Got not a lot tonight. We have a hat in time. I can't raid into that one because I'm going to be playing that game eventually and I don't want spoilers. Throne and Liberty, Throne and Liberty. Once Human. Off the grid. Not a lot going on in the Path to Affiliate section. Let's check out Road to Affiliate. If this doesn't yield anything, have suggestions ready for what game you want to see tonight. Ooh, the new Dragon Ball game looks amazing, by the way. I don't know if anybody else here is a very big fan of DBZ. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball really. I know that I want to get into it, but I've seen some gameplay of the newest fighting game that came out about it, and it looks really good. A little to the left. Okay. You seem interesting. Chat. Interesting. Any Project Sakai streamers? Project Sakai had a really crazy update.
Was the first one here?
Might have to save that for later because I think I found somebody who's streaming for maybe the first time with a single follower and a single viewer. On the road to affiliate, with the tag of safe place, a variety streamer. Chat, how do we feel about raiding into somebody on the path to affiliate and showing them a good time? They're called Watcher Eternal, with a very interesting, not interesting, a very cool PFP. Interesting makes it sound like I have any bad vibes towards it. I don't. I definitely do not. They are currently playing Cult of the Lamb, which has been a pretty good staple on our end. Yeah,
I say we give this person a proper Twitch welcome. They have been streaming for 6 hours. I say we reward that effort. Yeah, we're rating Watcher Eternal. Copy. Tomorrow is another side quest day, so we will do either A Little to the Left or Project Sakai for you, Vi. We will absolutely do that tomorrow. For tonight, let's give this person a night to remember, shall we? Okay. Watcher Eternal. I have no idea if they will even notice that we're there, but I get the feeling they might. So, let's start this raid. And get the raid message up. Chat! Y'all know what to do. Lurk for as long as you can. Toss a follow to this lovely human being if you feel so inclined. And as always, until time brings us together again, stay safe, Wanderers. Much love to you and yours. I will see you guys tomorrow for some vision boarding and productivity stuff. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. Later, skaters. Whoops, sorry, that's the wrong thing. There we go.